Dime dropper fam. I'm not going to lie. This is the least excited I have been to go to a game in quite a long time. I don't even know our team anymore. We're playing the Magic, second out of a back-to-back for them. They just lost in the last possession of the Lakers last night. But of course, the news after the game, James Harden, my least favorite star of all time, besides like Karl Malone maybe, now is going to be on the Clippers. He has arrived in the building. He's in the building right now alongside PJ Tucker, who I really like and I had a pleasant experience with him as a kid one time. But yeah, you guys already know how I feel about it. Went live last night to talk about it. Not looking forward to it. Don't even know how to act still. It's like I want the Clippers to win a championship more than anything in my life that I have no control over. One of the main things I want in my life, I've always wanted. But I also don't want James Harden to win a championship by any means because he fundamentally goes against everything I believe was taught to me about winning basketball and stuff like that. So whatever. I mean, it's not important right now what I think. We already know what I think. Let's get the opinions of other people in Clipper Nation. So that's what I'm going to be doing tonight, more so than the game probably, because this game honestly just means nothing to me anymore. It's just one game, and now that we have a super team, things are going to change. Yeah, my enthusiasm is not the same anymore, but whatever. You know, you're still going to get the content here. Fun fact, last time I saw the Magic 2 years ago when they came to town and Reggie Jackson gamed them. You have that vlog, one of my favorites of that season. Here we are. Here I am. I'll take that fucking drink now. Hard liquor tonight, man. Got him. All right, Rob. It happened. James Harden to the Clippers. You said if we don't trade man, you're down. So how you feeling? Because that's what happened.
Man, I did not really think about other people. Like, we got PJ Tucker out of this. That kind of came out of nowhere. Overall, though, I'm sticking with it. Like, we didn't trade man. I'm gonna miss Nico, fan favorite, but he was gonna retire anyway. Rocco, I think, is our biggest real loss. I mean, he was starting a second ago, playing really well. So that's a tough one to swallow. We gutted our entire power forward rotation. Like, Kawhi is going to be the 4 all the time now. That sounds kind of risky. I'd be shocked if they didn't make another move by the end of the year or something. But overall, I mean, they rolled the dice. I mean, they're all in this year. So, I'm hoping for the best.
This is the first time you can say the Clippers have had a super team. How do you feel about that?
That is true, man. This is really the first time. I mean, we got a big 4. I love how they're all from SoCal. That is so dope. We're going to be the villains of the league because we got a super team.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if we win a chip, we win a chip. That's all that matters.
If you had to put your money on it, are we winning the chip? Do we have enough to beat Denver now that we have Harden? Can we believe in him?
Man, okay, I got to see how he comes. I mean, they said he's quote-unquote ecstatic. I hope he stays that way. I hope he stays committed. But, he'll have to show me on the court. I'm not convinced, but, I'm optimistic.
You think he can win Clipper fans over quickly?
Oh, man, Russ did. A lot of people didn't want Russ. If Harden comes with that same energy, everyone here is super good fan base. If he's playing well, he's going to get some love.
All right, Mason, it happened. The Clippers get James Harden.
Wow.
How are you feeling about it?
Well, when I first heard the news, the first sentence out of my mouth was, and I quote, "What did we give up?" That was the first thing on my mind. Because don't get me wrong, James Harden is a great player, but I wanted to know, I mentioned this in my last interview, I wanted to know what the price of Harden was. When I looked at it, honestly, pretty good price. All things considered, this is the best case scenario price-wise. It sucks we lose Covington, it sucks we lose Batum, but, as far as things go, this is probably best case scenario, all things considered.
So how do you feel about the fact that this is probably the first super team in Clipper history? 3 stars, maybe even 4 stars, consider Westbrook. Pressure's on.
I'd say on paper, this starting lineup is extremely good, but I think that this will be a big boost to us. I do want to see how it looks, especially once Harden's in the game. I definitely want to see how things move. I do have some questions about who's going to be backup 4. Are we going to roll with PJ Tucker there, or are we going to get more Kobe Brown minutes? But all things considered, we have a very, very good starting lineup now. And, you know, even if it was at the cost of basically every single one of our power forwards. Okay.
So, do we have enough to win the chip? Beat Denver now that we have Harden?
Yes. I think we do.
And how long do you think it's going to take for Harden to win Clipper fans over?
I'll say it really depends on what he says. Because he hasn't had an introductory press conference. He hasn't even been officially announced by the team yet. So once that happens, and to see what Harden directly comes out and says, then we can start to talk about it. Because this is, I mean, you know, you've been paying attention to the league for decades, as well as I have. Harden can be a very up and down when it comes to people's opinion of him.
Right. Appreciate you, Mason.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm trying to orchestrate a boo Joe Ingles tonight. We haven't booed a player collectively since like Zach Randolph 10 years ago. Going for Joe Ingles tonight. Let's see if everybody catches on. For the boys. Defense! Ice cold. Center's missing chippies, PG bridging, and Kawhi. All his shots are short right now. Oh my God. Thankfully, the Magic can't shoot. Defense! Defense! Defense!
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. 2.
Come on, Mason.
Basket by Mo Walker.
Defense! Defense! PG and Kawhi with a combined 5 points. We're still right there because of our defense. Defense!
Three-point basket by Carroll.
Russ has had a tough shooting half, but his defense has been pretty good. He's getting locked up by Franz Wagner. Yeah! He was due.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Oh, what a finish by Marco.
Markel Fultz.
Ryan Paul shooting time guarding Paolo in front. Of course, no rope for
Clips, go!
or Nico.
Go, Clips, go! Go, Clips, go!
That's a foul! That's a foul.
Defense! Defense!
PG getting after it.
Defense! Defense!
Saves for 3.
Uh-oh.
Let's go, Clint!
Defense! Defense! Defense!
Carroll.
3 fouls for France. Rolls who roll.
Let's go, Clippers! Let's go, Clippers! Let's go, Clippers!
Take that. That's 2 free throws. Let's go, Paul.
That foul, charge number 4, Jalen Suggs. That is his 3rd. personal.
Getting more aggressive as the quarter has gone on.
Paul George will line 2 shots.
3 on Suggs. We'll take that. All right, Anthony. James Harden is here.
Yes, he
What
is.
are your thoughts?
My thoughts are now we can stagger a playmaker for the entire game. We can stagger our main guys, PG and Kawhi, every single game. We can get catch and shoots, and our catch and shoots going to go up quite a bit. Our cuts are going to go up quite a bit. And when it's all said and done, yes, we lost a defensive player. That is absolutely true. But we still have Terrence Mann. Yes, we lost Morris Nation, but he wasn't playing anyway. Yes, we lost Nico, but we didn't lose shooting. We have a Hall of Fame guard. He might have a crappy attitude. He may be a Rottweiler. He may be a brat, but he's our brat. He's our Rottweiler, and I'd rather have him getting fouls for us than fouls against us. I have no problem with that.
So now we got 3, maybe 4 stars.
Yes.
How does it feel to finally be a fan of a super team, a modern super team?
I was here with the knuckleheads. I was here when we thought we were doing something when we would get Elton Brand drafted. People actually want to come to us now. We had a time, I don't know if you remember this, I don't know if you were a fan. I remember when we had, what was his name, Stephen Blake?
Steve Blake.
Steve Blake. They were asking him if he wanted to come back, and he was like, Now people are begging. Hall of Fame top 75 players are begging to come to LA. Think about that. And this is LA. This is LA's team. We have 5 guys from Southern California, a real Southern California thing. They came here because they want to be home, which matters. People are forgetting that Paul George, when that thing went, the first thing he said is, "I'm coming home." Kawhi finished a championship and wanted to come home. Norman Powell, he's here. He's happy to be home. Russell Westbrook took no money because he's home. That's one thing that I think that may change James Harden's attitude. You know what I'm saying? What's he gonna do? I don't like to be here, so I want to go to Toronto. No, we're good. We'll be all right.
So you're feeling pretty good about it? Do you think this puts us over the top to beat the Nuggets?
No. I think if we were gonna beat the Nuggets, we would have beaten them with the people that we had before. I think if we weren't going to. I still maintain our whole game. It doesn't matter who we change. If Kawhi and PG are healthy, we're in the conversation. If they're not, we're not. It doesn't matter. We could be playing with them. If they're healthy, we're in the conversation. If we're not, it don't matter.
Last question, how long do you think it's going to take Harden to win the Clipper fans over? It took Russ about 6-7 games?
It took Russ 6-7 games because he had a 5-game losing streak.
Correct.
We're not going to have a 5-game losing streak this time. I give him probably 3 or 4 games.
All right.
Literally.
See how it goes.
All right.
All right, you were adamantly against Harden. Now he's here. How do you feel?
Well, it is sort of like how I felt when we got Westbrook back in February. I didn't want him on the team either, but Westbrook surprised the hell out of me, so who knows what James Harden can bring to the party. I'm hoping that he suits up tomorrow when we face the Lakers. But time will tell. I mean, we also got P.J. Tucker on the team, another player that I know he's a European player, but I can't think of his name right away. But we just have to wait and see. I mean, I'm missing the 4 guys that I'm missing Nico, Rocco, Mookie, and KJ. I really miss them, but it's basketball. It's all about business, so we'll see how it goes.
You think it makes us better?
Huh?
You think it makes us better?
I think it will make it better. We just have to wait and see.
All right. The boys are back in it. Busy Bones in double figures yet again. And the Clips up by 1, 59-58. PG-13 is feeling it. 8 straight points. 2 straight threes. When he gets cooking like this, it's just a pleasure to watch him in person. Big Russ is hooping. Great third quarter. He's on kind of triple-double watch. Not really, but like after having a cold second quarter, he's got like 14, 6 and 5. And the Magic, their flaw is they can't make a 3. They are not a good shooting team. We saw it against the Lakers last night. Seen it again tonight. You see it. Bones is 14. What a third quarter for the boys. He's on his bully shit. He's feeling it. Oh my God, get that out of here. Oh shit! MVP! MVP! Oh shit! Oh 7 is 3-0. All right, just running into my loyal dime jumper fan Riley for the first time this season. James Harden here with the Clippers now. How are you feeling about it?
Ooh, man. Well, the first thing when I saw that, because remember, they didn't show the trade. It was just like we got Harden. And I was just like, dude, are we about to lose Terrence Mann, who's, I think, are both our favorite basketball players. So the fact that we have him, like, thank you just for that. But it was hard to buy into in the beginning, but as I thought about it, like during work and stuff today, I'm starting to understand, especially, you know, as sad as it is losing dudes like Rocco and Batum, they're old and, you know, they're somewhat replaceable. Harden is an X-level guy, you know, he's an X factor. I know I'm kind of like you. I have my doubts with him and the way he plays and all that, but you know, I was wrong about Westbrook. I wasn't super hot on Westbrook of, you know, what he's going to bring to the table. So I'm looking forward to it, man.
How does it feel that the Clippers, for once, you can say we have a real super team, like
Dude.
real 3 stars, maybe even 4. Well, the way Westbrook's playing, he's playing a star.
I think the way you described it, it's like we're Hollywood now.
Yeah.
That's how it feels. It's like, but at the same time, we kind of have that target now a little bit. So just knowing how NBA Twitter works, man, if this kind of falls in our face, man, we're not going to hear the end of it, man.
That's
so
right.
we've been through this too many times to hear it. So it's funny. I was actually at the Laker game last night. I got free tickets. I was like,
nice,
why
back
not?
to back. Oh, that's
Yeah.
always an experience.
Yeah.
Right there.
So, I mean, I don't know. Or it's hard for Orlando to play back to back.
Right.
You play 2 legit teams like that.
Last question.
Yeah.
Does getting Harden give us a better chance to take it all the way? And do you think we can beat the Nuggets as constructed?
I think so. I think we definitely have a shot. I mean, I think Zoo. It's just funny how Zoo and Jokic, because I've seen Denver play the Clippers 3 times. They're kind of just built like exactly the same, except Jokic's just like obviously just insanely skilled. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I think we got a lot of talent. Like, it's possible. I saw them play in the preseason. They look beatable. It's not like they're like, oh my gosh, this unstoppable team.
Haven't lost yet, right, though, this season?
No. We'll see. But
good to see you, my guy.
Yeah, it's good seeing you, man. Glad to be in the video. Go Clips.
All right, outside the Staples Center, the Clippers now 3-0 at home.
3-0 at
Section
home.
207 is undefeated. Rob, tell me your thoughts on the game. It was pretty easy in the second half.
Man, I was a little worried in the first quarter, not gonna lie. I thought we were gonna be in for a dogfight with Orlando, but luckily that didn't happen tonight. You know, third quarter we turned it up. I think we outscored them by, I think we had like a 40-point quarter or something like that. Outscored them by like 20. That was great. I was happy. You know, biggest thing, like, okay, we got the win. You know, we should beat these guys. But, you know, Kawhi and PG got some rest. They didn't have to play crazy minutes tonight or do anything insane, at least. So at least I think that sets us up to hopefully have them play tomorrow and beat the Lakers.
Yeah, what do you think of the big three's defense so far this season? Paul George, Kawhi, and Russ seem like they're playing in playoff mode on defense.
And Russ, yeah, all of them are playing really good defense. Russ has been particularly fun to watch. I mean, he's, you know, the first play of the game, he had like a behind the back like block. That thing was insane. Yeah, the defense has been great this season. I think that's how you really like win championships. Like we had a horrible first quarter. We had like 13 points and we stayed in it. We still won the game because of our defense. So
right.
Yeah.
Last question. With the way Bones is playing, Norm's starting to get hot, Russ is playing at like an all-star level, Paul George is playing at a superstar level. Do you think with a guy that's going to have the ball in his hands a lot with James Harden, do you think there's any chance it hinders them, or do you think he will elevate them, or at least just stay the same?
You know, it can go both ways. I mean, like when the whole Big Four is in, you know, we'll see how that works out.
Right.
But I don't think Bones is going to be the 5th guy with the Big Four. So, you know, if we're staggering minutes, you know, we got like Harden and like P, you know, Paul George, playoff P, you know. We got Harden and Paul George in at the same time with Bones. I think he can make it work. I mean, he did it today. He still put up 17.
Right.
And even with Kawhi like not having an off night, and he still found a way. So he's been really good. I really like Bones.
Last question, player of the game tonight?
Oh man, okay, statistically and just overall, you got to go with Paul George.
Yeah.
But man, Bones made some really good shots. he had like multiple threes, especially when we needed them. So you know, it was great to see Bones have a huge game, and Norman Powell finally had a breakout game too. I know he's capable of it. Hasn't done it until now, but you know, he had a good game today too.
Lakers tomorrow. Are we going to catch you on this Sunday against Memphis? Our next home game. We got a couple weeks off for the next home game.
Yeah. You'll see me at the Memphis game. Heck, you may even see me at the Laker game tomorrow.
Ooh, all right.
That might be a little scary for me, but I'll do it.
All right, go Clips.
Yeah, go Clips.
Outside the Staples Center, where the Clippers have just made it 3-0 at home for the first time since the 2019-20 season. Really pleased with the performance. Our shots weren't falling in the first quarter. Really the first half. We were down by 3 at halftime, but I love that we came out in the third quarter and beat the shit out of them. And Paul George was the catalyst. He and Westbrook especially, just amazing. Paul George hit 4 threes in the third quarter. Man was hitting step backs, just in his bag. The man is playing at an incredible level right now, and when he's playing like this live, it's just a joy to watch him play. The smoothest hooper that I've had in my 19 years as a Clipper fan, no doubt. Kawhi, he didn't have his legs tonight. All his shots were short, but his defense was awesome, and that's the main thing. The way our big three have started defensively, even Norman Powell, really solid effort defensively, but Westbrook, 6 steals, or it was either 5 or 6 steals in this game. Really good rotations, active hands, blocking shots, and even though he had a rough second quarter shooting the ball, he was awesome in the third quarter, attacking the basket, posting up, pushing the pace. Mason Plumlee wasn't bad either, and we just got a lot of balance. Bones Highland's off to an amazing start. The question is, Bones playing amazing basketball. Norm's starting to find his form. Russ playing at an all-star level through 4 games. Paul playing at a superstar level through 4 games. Are they going to be hindered by the dribbler, or are they going to be elevated? That remains to be seen. I'm not looking forward to it. I thoroughly enjoyed this game. I think this was the first non-sellout of the season. The first 2 games were sellouts, but it did not feel like a sellout tonight. A lot of empty seats, which with Russ, Kawhi, and Paul isn't a very good sign. And I don't know if James Harden's going to be the attractor that gets everybody in the seats and makes a sellout every game. But Orlando, I guess they just didn't move the needle. And the problem with Orlando is they can't shoot. Franz Wagner and Paolo Banchero are really good, but they haven't established themselves as consistent 20-point-a-game guys. And they can't shoot the ball from the outside as a team right now. So we got the job done. They came into LA and got 2 L's, just the way I like it. But like, subscribe, let me know what you think. That's vlog number 3. The Clippers get James Harden. That's really the takeaway from it all. It's it's overshadowing everything. You know, the Clippers are 3-1. I love it. Undefeated at home. Section 207's undefeated. We got James Harden, so I can't be that excited. Peace, comment, go Clippers.